The mouth. In order to show the stitches more clearly, we'll use other colored yarn instead of white yarn for demonstration. Please refer to the stitches, ignoring the yarn's color. Wrap the yarn around your little finger, and then bring it up to index finger. Pinch the yarn tail with your thumb and middle finger. Work into a magic ring. Make loop around your middle finger and pinch the crossover of the yarn with your thumb and middle finger. Insert hook into the loop on middle finger. Yarn under the hook and pull up loop. A magic ring is formed on the middle finger. In round 1, start with 1 chain stitch, and then work 6 single crochets. Finally, end with 1 slip stitch. Yarn over the hook and put the yarn through the loop on the hook. That's a chain stitch. The chain stitch at the beginning is just the height and will not be counted into the number of stitches. Then work 6 single crochets. Insert hook into the magic ring. Yarn under the hook and pull up loop through the ring. There are 2 loops on the hook now. Then yarn over the hook and pull through both loops on the hook. That's a single crochet. Such a V shape is formed on the side. Each V shape stands for 1 stitch. Place a marker in the first stitch, through the underneath of both loops of the V shape. We need to mark the first stitch of every round. Insert hook into the magic ring. Yarn under the hook and pull up loop through the ring. There are 2 loops on the hook. Then yarn over the hook and pull through both loops on the hook. The second single crochet is done. Continue to work for more single crochets. Six single crochets are done. We can count the V shapes to check the number of stitches. Pull the yarn tail tight to close the ring. Finally, work 1 slip stitch in the first stitch to join this round. Remove the marker. Insert the hook into the marking stitch. Yarn under the hook and pull up loop through the stitch. There are 2 loops on the hook. Then pull the first loop on the hook through the ranging loop on the hook. That's 1 slip stitch. The slip stitch serves as a connection. It's not counted into the number of stitches. Round 1 is done. In round 2, start with 1 chain stitch, and then work 6 increases. Finally, end with 1 slip stitch. Work 1 chain stitch first. The chain stitch is just the height and will not be counted into the number of stitches. Increase means working 2 single crochets in the same stitch. We'll work the first increase in the stitch where we just worked the slip stitch of last round. We need to work 2 single crochets in each stitch. There will be 6 increases in total in this round. Mark the first single crochet. Remember to mark the first stitch of every round. Then work one more single crochet in the same stitch. One increase is done, in the next stitch, also work 2 single crochets. Continue to work 4 more increases in the same way. We need to work 2 single crochets in each stitch. Six increases are done. Remove the marker. Finally, work 1 slip stitch. Insert the hook into the marking stitch. Yarn under the hook and pull up loop through the stitch. There are 2 loops on the hook. Then pull the first loop on the hook through the ring loop on the hook. That's 1 snip stitch. The snip stitch serves as a connection. It's not counted into the number of stitches. Round 2 is done. In round 3, start with 1 chain stitch, and then work set off 1 single crochet or increase for 6 times. Finally, end with 1 snip stitch. Work 1 chain stitch first. The chain stitch is just a height and will not be counted into the number of stitches. Work 1 single crochet in the first stitch. Mark the first single crochet. In the next stitch, work 1 increase, which means working 2 single crochets in the same stitch. One set is done. The second set, work 1 single crochet and 1 increase. The third set, work 1 single crochet and 1 increase. Keep working 3 more sets. Work 1 single crochet and 1 increase as 1 set. Finally, work 1 snip stitch in the first stitch. The snip stitch serves as a connection. It's not counted into the number of stitches. Round 3 is done. In round 4, start with 1 chain stitch, and then work 18 single crochets. Finally, end with 1 snip stitch. Work 1 chain stitch first. Then work 1 single crochet in each stitch. Finish 18 single crochets in total in this round. 6 crochets are done. Please finish the rest 12 crochets in the same way. Finally, work 1 slip stitch. Round 4 is done. In round 5, start with 1 chain stitch, then work set off 1 single crochet, 1 decrease for 6 times. Finally, end with 1 slip stitch. Work 1 chain stitch first. Work 1 single crochet. Then work 1 decrease to combine 2 stitches into 1 stitch. A recurring stitch, namely V-shape, has 2 loops. The loop close to us is a front loop, and the other one far from us is a back loop. We'll work the decrease through the front loops of the next 2 stitches. Insert hook through the front loops of the next 2 stitches. There are 3 loops on hook. Yarn under the hook and pull the yarn through the 2 front loops on hook. Yarn over the hook and pull through both loops on hook. 1 decrease is done. 1 set is done. The second set, work 1 single crochet and 1 decrease. The third set, work 1 single crochet and 1 decrease. We have demonstrated 3 sets. Please finish the rest 3 sets by yourself. Work 1 single crochet and 1 decrease as 1 set. Finally, work 1 slip stitch in the first stitch. Round 5 is done. In round 6, start with 1 chain stitch, then work 6 decreases. Finally, end with 1 slip stitch. Work 1 chain stitch first. Then work 6 decreases. Insert hook through the front loops of the next 2 stitches. Yarn under the hook and pull the yarn through the 2 front loops on hook. Yarn over the hook and pull through both loops on the hook. 1 decrease is done. Continue working 5 more decreases in the same way. Finally, work 1 slip stitch in the first stitch to join this round. Stretch the loop and remove the hook. Break yarn, leaving a long yarn tail for sewing. Cut off the short yarn tail. The mouth is completed.